while Saturn's influence could introduce some delays or challenges in romantic matters.
Your wedding.
Stop breathing.
But another thing I've been doing is like morning gratitude, obviously like in the mirror. I think just some sort of words of encouragement or like, you got this today, like go get it. It sounds so cringy just like doing it to yourself, but it's been working. What they say is take what resonates and leave what doesn't.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Happy 2025. I don't remember if we said that already last time already, but if not, welcome to 2025, the year of the Jubilee.
The what?
Okay. Actually,
what's a Jubilee?
My friend Yostra told me that this year is the year of the Jubilee. And I was like, what is the Jubilee? She explained it, but I actually kind of want to look it up right now. So hold while I look it up. Year of the Jubilee. The year of the Jubilee is a time of celebration, forgiveness, and liberation that occurs once every 50 years in the Bible. It is a time to reconnect with God, each other, and creation. Why is there a year of Jubilee? To forgive debts, to return land to its original owners, to free enslaved people. Okay, this is like biblical. Why is Jubilee year 2025? So the Holy Father, which I think is the Pope.
Okay.
The Holy Father has decided that 2025 will be the year of the Jubilee, which happens, like I said, once every 25 or once every 50 years or something like that. And yeah, it's pretty much a lucky year, but also a year where everything's more expensive. Apparently, if you get married in 2025, it's good luck.
Why?
Because it's the year of Jubilee.
I don't get the more expensive part.
Okay, me either. But that's what Yostra told me. Hold on. One sec. I need to look this up in more detail. In modern practical terms, the principles underlying the year of Jubilee can be interpreted and applied in various ways. Number one, debt forgiveness. The concept encourages discussions about alleviating burdensome debts, especially for impoverished nations or individuals, to promote economic justice and provide opportunities for a fresh start in general for people.
Okay.
Which I kind of want to touch on, which is weird because I want to touch on this whole like debt thing later. Number two, restorative justice. The idea of restoring land and property can inspire contemporary movements focused on rectifying historical injustices relating to land ownership and wealth distribution. That's interesting. Like but I'm still wondering, like, how does that tangibly translate into what happens in 2025? How does that? It's just the year of Jubilee where you're recognizing these things, but like what higher powers or like higher groups of people are actually going to make these things come to fruition?
Is it the energies that is around that maybe?
I think it's the energy. So environmental sustainability, allowing the land to rest, emphasizes the importance of sustainable agricultural practices and environmental stewardship, reminding us to care for the earth and its resources, which is crazy because there's been so many, like, I don't know, like I feel like in the last few years, I mean, obviously it's climate change, but the amount of natural disasters that have happened that are crazy, like the LA fires going on, like even right now recently.
And
crazy.
The tsunamis and the earthquakes.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then number four, social equity. The overarching theme of the Jubilee is the promotion of a just and equitable society where systemic inequalities are addressed and all members have the opportunity to thrive. While the specific observance of the year of Jubilee may not be practical in today's complex societies, its foundational principles continue to inspire discussions on economic policy, social justice, environmental care, and ethical governance.
Interesting.
So who knows? Maybe the energies of the year of Jubilee are going to come to fruition this year.
I also heard that...
cough, cough. Justin Trudeau stepping down.
Yeah.
Interesting. What?
I also heard that from a horoscope perspective, that Geminis, all my Gemini babies, we're going to have a very lucky year this year. And it's kind of weird because I heard a lot of stories on TikTok, and even my friends who are Geminis, they like went, including myself, they like went through something towards the end of the year, whether it's a job loss, whether it's like something else, I don't know, whatever. They went through a major loss at the end of the year. But then everybody on TikTok, all the horoscope people and like psychic people are like, Geminis, this is your year of like fortune, good luck, and travel. No, Sam, Geminis have such bad luck, like in terms of like horoscopes. They're like the most unlucky. They're always going through something. But like people are like, hey, this year is like your year of like fortune apparently and travel, which is also weird because I feel like there's going to be a lot of travel happening for me this year. So we'll see.
I'm actually a Libra, and it says that in 2025, both Libra and Gemini are
Oh.
poised to experience significant developments across various facets of their life.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know if anyone cares if they're not a Libra, but for Libra, it says career and finances. Okay, this is between September 23rd and October 22nd, specifically career and finances
Of next year?
of 2025. Saturn's influence is expected to bring employment opportunities and success in competitive ventures, particularly in the first half of the year. Jupiter's transit may enhance your social status and expand your professional network. Interesting. Your relationship will experience a mix of highs and lows. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
While Saturn's influence could introduce some delays or challenges in romantic matters.
Uh-oh. Your wedding.
Stop reading this shit.
Do you
I'm not
mind?
reading this shit.
Can you rewind quickly?
Okay, wait, health. It's advisable to pay extra attention to your health, especially in the first half of the year. Maintaining a balanced lifestyle and managing stress will be crucial. Wow. I was fucking writing about this in my journal today about how there's so much going on and I can see the old me getting really overwhelmed and stressed, but I need to just like take it day by day. So that's
I
weird.
can see it too in your texts. You're starting to get a little bit snappy.
Guys, I'm not getting... Please,
Really
pull up
quickly.
that text. Pull up the 10-minute period we were talking yesterday, the amount of things that you've been asking me.
No, yeah, but every time I ask you a question, it's like I get a condescending answer.
Friend,
Almost as if like you should know the answer to this. Why you? It's like
because you
ask
ask
the
me
question.
stupid questions.
No, I don't. It's about your wedding or about the bachelorette or something. And you're
She
like,
does not
really,
ask me.
Fran, like,
No,
why are you asking that?
No, she does not
Or
ask
even
me.
today when I asked you,
She's-
are we having the batch August 13th?
First of all, I thought you meant
why are you asking
September.
that? LOL.
I thought you meant
what's funny
September. I
about
thought you
that?
meant September.
But even if it was September, why are you saying LOL?
Because you know that I'm trying to plan it for September. So it's like, why are you putting another thing on me to think about? Like, I think what Fran doesn't get is that all the aspects I am already having to plan. So she'll message me and be like, we got to do this. She doesn't ask me. She tells me, we got to do this. Have you done this? We got to do this.
do the exact
Oh, by
same
the way,
thing.
no, I don't.
You do the exact
Fran.
same thing.
But guys,
You
next
do-
episode, we're pulling up our text because even yesterday you LOL'd.
I'll make it a click.
You LOL'd
this a
yesterday
clip.
because I think you read and saw how fucking psychotic you are. She asked me probably 10 things in the matter of 5 minutes. We gotta do this. Did you do this for the podcast, for the wedding, for life, for the dogs? And I'm just like, you need to stop. Anyways, key periods for Libra are June, July, and August. They will be particularly favorable, while caution is advised during January, February, and April. Patience and persistence will be key to navigating these challenges. Okay.
Nice.
Gemini. Opportunities for growth and recognition in 2025. You may be encouraged to explore opportunities abroad or expand your horizons in unconventional ways. Career and finances. The first half of the year may present a balancing act between opportunities and challenges. While expenses might increase, there's a potential for career advancements through potentially unconventional ventures.
Interesting.
Relationships. Personal relationships may undergo evolving dynamics. Influences in your 12th house. What is this 12th house?
I don't know.
Where is
anything.
the 12th house?
I know nothing about the 12th.
Where are these houses
it's where the
people speak of?
I think it's where the planets lie.
Where they live?
Where they live.
But
And
there's
that's
not
why
12
that's what-
planets. How many?
No, Sam. I think it's it's almost like a diagram of like where the planets are.
So it's like,
So like this is like the house of finance. And if like Jupiter's in
so
the house of finance.
if there's like an XY axis,
Yeah,
and it's
kind
like
of.
A1, it's like 12th house.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
So relationships this year, periods of introspection prompting you to focus on personal growth and the depth of your connections. Health. You will require extra attention to your health in the first half of the
Same
year
thing with you.
with potential increases in stress or fatigue.
Okay.
Prioritizing stress, yeah, because
Like,
anyways, key periods, the months of May, June, and September will be favorable.
my birthday year month.
Guys, this is all fun to do, but
Anyways,
I don't actually
don't live
believe
by
half
this,
this
obviously.
shit. I
but-
actually don't believe half of these things. It's so general. Anybody,
You know
whether
what,
you're,
though?
wait, don't stop interrupting me because it's
stressful.
annoying. Yeah. Anybody who's getting married this year could read this and be like, fuck, yeah, that's so true. Like whether you're a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, whatever. Like I don't actually, you know?
What they say is take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Oh my God, can I speak?
I forgot that. Do you ever forget that you put like flavor in your water? And when you drink it, you're like, oh.
No. So I usually listen to ASMR when I fall asleep. So literally, like, her name's ASMR Wales, and she'll literally like
Wales?
start, like, the country.
Oh.
And she'll literally like scratch a mic like this or like do tapping or whatever. It puts me to sleep. But recently, I've been listening to subliminal messages. So you put on like a high frequency, and then in the background, a girl's like whispering affirmations. And this morning
That's so creepy.
This morning I woke up. I got a random lump sum of money in my account. I got
Yeah, that was the climate change.
yeah, I know, but I didn't know it was coming today. It just was kind of like, whoa, like I didn't expect this money to come. And I got a second interview for a job. Isn't that kind of weird? So I'm gonna keep listening.
Yeah, but
I know, but I'm gonna keep listening to it and just see if I notice. And we got a brand deal. So
yeah, we actually got a couple brand deals, and I think I was telling Roman this last night, like, it's hard when you have a podcast and you're not already like
famous,
recognized or like known for something, because people really have to care about what you're saying, and you have to
or just
really,
like you,
or yeah, people have to like you. Brands have to like you as a person and as podcasters and resonate with what you're saying. Like, people who are going to take chances on you really need to like you, and you're not like an influencer that has a podcast. You're podcasters that are trying to influence by being like relatable.
Yeah, I say that we don't influence, we resonate. Like, that's where I think we
that's
relate.
What I'm saying. And but sometimes when it comes to like monetizing through brands or like partnerships, it's a bit harder because like, yeah, this style is like great for brands, and like, because we're naturally talking about things we like anyway, so it makes sense. But like, it's harder than like being like an influencer, like in what an influencer is in this day and age, like having influence, going on TikTok, like creating content like that. Like, it's different. It's a bit harder sometimes. And I was telling Roman last night, like, we randomly got like an influx of like interest.
Not random.
It's not random. Just listen. It's manifestations, but it's not just manifestations, friend.
And her work.
I was actually thinking about it, and I'm actually proud of myself and us, because I had never stuck with something so long that hasn't had like a direct monetary outcome right away. Like, obviously we don't make money from the podcast like we do like a job, right? Like, it's sporadic. It comes here and there. Like, not every episode we record has a return on the investment, but we continue to do it. We continue. And now there's brands that are interested in us because like they can scroll through our page long enough to see like these people are consistent. They have a community that follows them. Yeah, maybe we don't have 1 million followers right now, but that's not what matters anymore on social media. And with this looming TikTok ban, I'm telling you guys, it seems like a bad thing for a lot of creators who went viral, and that's how they got their like influence and like their leg up on TikTok. But this TikTok ban could actually be good for people who are consistent and hard workers, people who genuinely want to create a business online and have been working at it for a while. Because think about it, a lot of creators, like, yeah, they're good creators, but they became creators because of one viral video or 2 or 3 viral videos, and now they're creators.
That's how it happens, though.
Exactly, but that's because of the algorithm on TikTok.
I guess.
Instagram, it's way harder to become a creator just on Instagram. Like, it takes way longer. Like, there's people that have been on Instagram for 10 years.
Because you have to form a community on it. Like, you actually have to curate a community on Instagram.
And I think that's what we've done. Like, yeah, we've had a few viral videos and like a few brand deals from that. But like I said, we're podcasts, so it's harder to like build off of that. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about different things all the time. So I don't know where I was really going with this, but like, I think that like the hard work, I'm just like proud of going into 2025 of the hard work that we've kind of like put into doing this. Technically, we started the podcast in 2021. Isn't that crazy?
Actually, I think it was 2020, actually.
No, it was 2021.
Pretty sure it was COVID. Like the year of COVID. It was 2020. It's 5 years. Because on my LinkedIn, it says 5 years, which is wild. Like, we started in 2020. It's half a decade. That's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Wow. Interesting.
I was 20 years old and you were 23.
We should do like a bonus episode where we like watch one of our first episodes or listen, because we didn't always have video. We didn't have video until like a year after.
I have to show you something after. I can't say on the pod, but it's really creepy. And I'm going to pull it up after. Maybe we can put it in the pod eventually. But I saw it and I was like, holy shit, we literally manifested
I know exactly what you're going to say because I found it the other day too. Anyways.
What else?
So, what happened this morning is, let's just be real here, okay? Because we're all about being real. Something that we've been struggling with is sometimes when we have podcasts booked or like we're trying to do a podcast on a certain topic and have guests on, it doesn't always work out, and we plan for things and things change. So just being transparent, on today's podcast, we were going to have a guest on to talk about a topic. I won't say it yet because we're still going to potentially have this person or another person on about this topic, but about something that we've been really passionate about learning about and talking about recently. We woke up at 6 a.m. this morning. Well, I did. I don't know what time you woke up at, but we opened our email, and unfortunately the person who was supposed to got sick and canceled, and it's a bit last minute. So we don't have a verbatim topic to talk about today, but we know you guys like a good rant, so we're just gonna like spitfire because a lot has happened in the first couple of weeks of the new year. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
First, I've been listening to podcasts recently, and I never have listened. I've never been a podcast listener, which is weird because like I have podcasts, but the two main ones, which I feel like everybody listens to, is Jay Shetty on purpose. And
I do not listen to Jay Shetty. I
really like him, actually.
I'm not the hugest fan of him.
And Mel Robbins, which I really, really do listen to her.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so I'm going to take two things I learned from both their podcasts that I've been applying that have actually been like furthering my self-development and improvement. Number one, Jay Shetty was talking about the way that you speak to people and the way that you let people speak to you. And he used a metaphor of catching a ball. So someone's saying something to you that's like rude or mean or offensive that like you take personally. It's like throwing a ball. They throw the ball at you, which is their mean words or their words. You can either catch it and hold on to it and like keep it with you. You can catch it and throw it back, or you can dodge it and then just walk away. And I was actually thinking about it, just the simplest concept of like, you can either hold their words with you, take it personally, and then like make it, make you have a shit day the rest of the day, throw it back to them and say something rude that you'll regret later, or just like dodge it and be like, okay, I'm not going to take it personally. That is one thing that I've been doing recently, whether it's when Sam says something to me or a family member or just someone like a friend that like I feel like maybe they didn't mean it or they said in a bad way. I've just been like dodging it. And that's hard for me because I'm somebody who takes everything super personally, and I'll like hang on to it and be like, oh my God, like why they say this, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll go into like an insecure loophole. So
you literally did that last night to me.
What? Well, I know. That's why I'm trying to practice that. But in that scenario, I held on to it for too long, the ball. Like I held on to it for way too long.
You need to let that ball
but I didn't
go.
throw it back at you, which I would have.
What do you mean? How would you have thrown that back at me, genuinely?
I could have said something rude to you. Like, I could have said something like...
You did the LMFAO in lowercase,
that's
which
not
you
throwing
said
it
to
back.
me. But is that not condescending? Just like you told me...
I just said to you, I appreciate if you told me next, like, what was
LMFAO.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
It's funny.
I didn't throw it back at her, though. Next, Mel Robin. She recently came out with a podcast, and it was 6 things that you need to do in the morning. In 2025, my goal by the end of the year is to wake up at 5 a.m. Right now, I'm sitting at 7 a.m., which is pretty good for me because I'm not working a corporate job, so like, I don't really need to wake up that early if I didn't need to. But 7 a.m., I'm up. But it's because of these things that she has touched upon. I'm a really quick fire go through it because I'm not going to obviously steal the idea of the episode. But number one, I don't know, can I talk about what she talked about? Like,
obviously,
yeah, right.
like where do you think she gets what she talks about from somebody else?
True. Number one is her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Have you heard of that?
No.
Like your alarm goes off and you're like, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you wake up. To the first day, I literally was like 5, 4, 3, 1, 1, 1. And then Buff's cuddling me. I'm like, 1. I'm like, okay, just 5 more seconds. And then like I fucked it. I'm like, okay, like this, I just snoozed and then went back to bed. But if you actually are like, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you get up, like you're up. You can't just go back. Like, why go back down to sleep?
Can I give you a better tip?
Sure.
Maybe not a better tip, but rub your eyes. So if you are, okay, so for example, this morning, my alarm was set to 5:30. It's 5:30, the alarm went off, and I use Alexa, by the way, for those of you who don't already know this. I always talk about this all the time because you have to voice command her. So I don't know, like when you have your phone, you're just kind of like snooze, whatever, that's it. But like when you have Alexa, you have to go Alexa off, and then she'll go off. So your conscious is already kind of waking up, your brain.
Senses are already working.
Yeah. But if sometimes I'll still go back to sleep. But if I go Alexa off and I rub my eyes, like I don't know what it is, I just can't fall back to sleep after because my eyes aren't in that like sleepy mode.
Sicky state.
So like rub your eyes and then you'll be like, why
Or
would I
put
fall asleep?
your phone in like a different area where you have to get up. But that's
Yeah,
one.
that too.
And then she said number 2 was make your bed, which I mean I've been doing, which I know for a lot of people it's actually hard to do, like to make your bed.
I
But
can't not. I like literally
yeah,
this
like
morning I was running late to come here. I thought I was gonna be late and I was like, I was looking at my bed. I was like, I gotta do it. Like I
yeah.
can't.
So make your bed, drink water, and avoid coffee, which is not hard for me because I'm not a huge like coffee drinker. This tip I found interesting. And people might find it cringy, she said, which at first I was kind of cringe. But when you're like brushing your teeth through your skincare, she said to give yourself a high five in the mirror. Like,
Why?
there's actually science behind it that like, I don't want to like screw up the science behind it, but like on NBA teams, they studied like how well the teams would do based on how much encouragement they gave each other, and those who like did a lot of fist pumps and high fives and like encouragement actually ended up like winning or like doing more points or something like that. And she's like, if you think about it, why don't you apply that to yourself? Like every day you give yourself a high five, or you're like encouraging yourself to like be better. So I did the first 2 times. It was really cringe. Like I literally was like, it was so fucking cringy. Maybe I should start recording myself. But I kind of just want to see like how it's been working. I mean, I've been getting up, but another thing I've been doing is like morning gratitude, obviously like in the mirror. I think just some sort of words of encouragement, or like, you got this today, like go get it. It sounds so cringy just like doing it to yourself, but it's been working. And then the last tip I think was go for a walk, which I walk like 5 times a day. So that's what I've learned from her, and it's actually been working.
Interesting. I do like Mel Robbins. I listen to like a lot of these these are like foundational habits. And that's what I worked on a lot. That's what I worked a lot on in 2024 is like building foundational habits, like waking up early, drinking water, in the like drinking a certain amount of water, oral care. Obviously we brush our teeth every day, but beyond that, like now I'm like
That's
scraping
mine
my
too,
tongue,
yeah.
I'm oil pulling, like
Skincare.
I'm doing like the foundational things, protein, all of that stuff. Now in this year, I'm trying to like level up from these like basic, I don't want to say basic Mel Robbins tips because like they're not basic, they're good, but like I want to level up from the foundational because I feel like I've almost got the foundational locked down except the water and like the full 8 hours of sleep sometimes. But I listen to, do you know the Skinny Confidential, him and her podcast?
No.
It's really good. They have like experts on in like different areas of life to really teach you about like different areas, like sleep, for example. They'll have like a sleep expert or doctor come on to tell you exactly why having a sleep hygiene routine is important. Like the way you go to bed is, everyone focuses on, I need to wake up, have a morning routine. Like the way that you go to bed is just as important as like how you're waking up. Like whether that's not eating beyond a certain time so your stomach's not upset, having certain tea to calm you down, having an eye mask,
like
so that
no screen time
after a certain time, which I really fucking try, but
it's hard because like I know you watch Netflix to go to bed too. Like people sometimes
I don't think I can ever get rid of that. That is one thing. That is one, maybe I want to say bad habit that like I definitely can get rid of it.
I think it's a bad habit. I think
I just get anxiety when it's like, the thing is, when it's dark and quiet, I start thinking.
I'm telling you, do the subliminal thing.
No, I'm not trying to listen to like a woman whisper.
No, she's not whispering.
I'm gonna get sleep paralysis. I already know.
It's not whispering.
That's what's gonna happen.
Anyways, yeah. So I think I'm now nailing down the fundamentals in 2025 because in 2024 I had no morning routine. I literally woke up at 8, maybe even 8:30, walked my dogs and went straight into my laptop for work. And like I didn't have breakfast. I brushed my teeth at like 10, like literally after meetings, did my skincare. Like I was very like,
it doesn't feel good to be fragmented, for your day to be fragmented.
No,
like
and it
that.
sucked. I literally had anxiety, and like then I would take a nap right after work, and then I'd wake up and I was wide awake. Like I had no sort of structure. So I'm happy that I'm doing it now while I don't have like a 9 to 5, so I can kind of like set myself up for when I end up wanting to go back. But yeah,
I want to talk about a few of my favorite products going into this new year, or just going into the rest of this year, based on some things I want to continue or improve upon from 2024.
I'm hearing you. I'm writing mine down.
Number 1 is a walking pad. I know I talked a lot about one of like the foundational habits I was trying to implement was walking at least 9 to 10K steps per day. And I was doing that. I do that at the gym because it's winter, and also because I want to habit stack and I want to work at the same time. But lately, I've been realizing, I guess it's because it's the beginning of the year, but like all the fucking treadmills are always taken at the gym now. I literally went to
Yeah.
go walk. Like I went to the gym yesterday for yoga, and then I went back later on because I didn't have time. I like had to do something, so I went back later on to walk around like 4. All the treadmills in the women's room upstairs were taken, and I literally went for nothing because like I didn't need to work out again. So I couldn't get my walk in yesterday because
Sorry,
yes,
I was just walking in the cold. It is the most
no,
therapeutic.
I like it, but like I don't want to just like walk for an hour. Like I
Listen
want
to a
do
podcast
something.
or listen to something.
I know, but like I just have shit to do on the computer, so I want to like habit stack. So I got a walking pad that I'm just gonna take around my house with me. While I'm watching TV, I'm just gonna walk. When I want to work and walk, I'm gonna walk. So I don't have to go to the gym and walk. I mean, like this isn't anything revolutionary, but like I always thought walking pads were stupid. I'm like, just go to the gym. You have a gym membership, like whatever. But now it's the beginning of the year. Everyone's on their new health kicks and they're all at the gym. So there's no treadmill. So walking pad, we have it linked in our Amazon storefront if you want to check out the one that I got. It's really good.
Oh yeah, we have an Amazon storefront now, so that's good.
Number 2.
Sorry, can I add on to that? Sorry, one more thing. I went to the gym yesterday too at 6:00, and there was no parking
Oh
anywhere.
my god, that parking.
And I left. I was so fucking pissed. I went 15 minutes.
You have to park at like Farm Boy.
Sorry, no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather
It's
not.
really bad.
I'd rather not
I
work out
went
than go. I literally went. People were honking at each other. They're lying. I'm like, are you guys? Are you serious? I have to park all the way at Farm Boy to go to the gym. I left.
Well, it's no one's fault. It is a big parking lot.
No, I know. I was so annoyed. I am, but I also went at the worst time. Like 5:36 is like brutal time to go. But I left. I was like, I can't. I'm getting like anxious and anxiety. Like I just wanted to work out, and I couldn't. Well, I could have, but I just was overwhelmed. Okay, continue.
My second thing, product. It's not a physical product. It's an app. It's called the Evolve You app. It's by Chrissy Chella. Have you heard of that
Yeah,
app?
I've heard of her, but not her, not the app.
Her app's really good. I've used it a couple times, like on and off. But I think for me, in this year, like when it comes to like workouts and stuff, I want to make sure that like I'm going to the gym or like going into my workouts with like a plan already set in place. Because a lot of the time I'm making my own plans, but that takes up more time. And so like I'm all about efficiency right now. I want to do anything to make my life more efficient, and I'm okay with investing money into anything that has to do with health and like productivity. I'm done investing money into like stupid fucking shit that I'm seeing online that like people
Clothes.
Yeah, like clothes or just like random products that like I feel like I need because someone else has or whatever. So the Evolve You app, I really like it. I highly suggest it. I know there's a lot of fitness apps on there, but like theirs has like a lot of options for like different body types and like different things that you want to achieve in different levels and like a lot of the core foundational workouts that you need. So that's my second
Even
product.
I have the Steph Fit one. She who also has a really good app too. I like her because she has a lot of meal plans too that you can make. They're like easy. It's like easy, medium, hard level. What's it called? We Glow. It's called We Glow.
Yeah, I heard of that one too. Okay, well, that's my product of the week.
My products of the week are, and I think I posted about it, but the Skin Effects cleanser that you got me is
Oh yeah,
literally been making my skin glass. Like I'm not even kidding.
Skin Fix is really good.
Skin Fix. Like I wear no makeup more than I do makeup now because I just like literally love my skin. I don't care if that sounds cocky. Like I feel very confident in my skin right now, like the way it is. I think it's because Skin Fix, and then also the Anua Heart Leaf Toner is
I also got her.
very good. So those 2 skincares that we can also link in our Amazon. And then
the Anua Heart Leaf Toner is linked in our Amazon storefront.
And then I've also been loving Calm Balm. So Mom got it. It's from Bath and Body Works, but I think it doesn't have to be this brand. But just like it's basically a balm that you put on that smells like eucalyptus, and you put it on your pulse point. So I've been putting it on here, kind of like how you would put Vicks here, and like here throughout the day and at night, and it actually has been helping and soothing me. So Calm Balm.
To add on to that, aromatherapy sniffs. I don't know if they're called sniffs.
Okay, I guess it's that.
But I have these aromatherapy, like they look like a little chapstick, and you open it and you literally just sniff it.
Yeah.
You go like this and you sniff it. Oh my god! And you just when you have anxiety and you're just like, okay, everything needs to be okay.
No, that's what you do. Or I put mine on my skin. But yeah, those have been helping.
I kind of want to get into something that I won't be doing this year.
Okay, go.
And that is drinking to appease others. Drinking alcohol to appease others. Yeah. Because I'm just reflecting, especially over the holiday season, the drinks are flowing, people are excited, and I'm sitting there like I do not want to drink. But why am I drinking? Like what? Like people will just bring you drinks, and you're just like okay. And I always
Just
feel like
say
shit.
no.
No, yeah, but like it's hard, when you're in that like setting and or you're with family or you're with like friends who like are like hype and whatever, and it's not anyone else's fault. It's only my fault because
Yeah.
like I should be able to be like
You
I do not
control.
want to drink. So I don't drink a lot at all, to be honest with you. Like I've drank less and less throughout the years, but this year specifically, I'm going to stand my ground. And if someone is asking me why I'm not drinking, I'm literally going
How
to
about
say
your wedding? Were you
no,
doing
no,
your
no.
wedding?
I'll get there.
Oh.
I'm gonna say I don't want to. If I'm drinking, if you see me out and I'm drinking, it's because I genuinely want to and I have plans for it. Meaning I have drank electrolytes all day. I've prepped my skin to be very hydrated because I'm about to drink, and I have cleared out the morning after, and I will not be working out or like doing anything the morning after.
Yeah.
Because I hate when when I don't want to drink and I go somewhere and I drink and then I have shit to do the next day and I feel like shit.
You don't
and-
have to drink to get drunk also.
no, I understand that. Like I can
You
have
can
one
have
drink,
one drink,
but
two
sometimes I don't
drinks.
even want it. Sometimes I just feel good knowing my body has no alcohol in it,
Mhm.
like for an extended period of time, and like then it always breaks because there's always something that like you know what I mean. Or if like let's say I go to someone else's wedding and I'm like I do not want to drink, I just end up drinking. But it's like, do you need to drink at a wedding? You don't need to drink to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like people see you not drinking at a wedding, like that she's not having fun at my wedding, like she's not drinking.
I
That's
know.
exactly how people
That's the
think.
thing. So that's fine. Like other people can think if someone isn't drinking at my wedding, I'm not going to be like, why aren't you drinking?
Well, unless you're in like in a bad mood, then that's like different. Like,
If they're in a bad, but like the thing is, I don't think I'm in a bad mood when I don't drink. I think I'm still just as fun
mhm.
and like I can have a good time. The point is, this year I'm not drinking to appease others and like their view of me. If you see me drinking, it's because I want to, or it's a wedding, or it's like a celebration, or it's a bachelorette, or something like that. And I really just want to keep that going this year, truly.
Okay. My thing that I'm not doing this year is not doing things by myself. So if someone doesn't want to do something with me, not. So wait.
Yeah, but you just asked me to do something with you because you don't want to go by yourself.
When? That's different.
Why?
That's just different. I mean, like, okay, let me
Like what
let me reword this. Let's just say I want to go out for dinner.
You're
An
gonna go by
adventure.
yourself?
A trip. If I want to go fucking tubing, like I don't know, just whatever, and someone doesn't want to go with me, I am still going to go. Because why not do
Cool.
things by yourself? I just want to like really, I don't know, when I was like doing my 2025 goals, I just like kind of want to be in solidarity this year, but in terms of like just knowing myself more, growing with myself, being adventurous, being dynamic. Me and Sam like have been saying like we don't want to fit into like a cookie cutter mold of like what you're supposed to do or like doing things because other people are doing it. Like I really want to explore whether that means travel or like me and my friends were talking. I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to like actually go to like Italian school and see if I can be fluent in Italian. And my friend's like, yeah, well, I'm taking guitar lessons. She picked up guitar lessons just because she wanted to. Pottery. I keep touching the mic. Just like doing new hobbies to like grow myself, but even if it's with myself, because people don't want to do it with me, I'm going to do that. So that's one thing that I'm bringing into 2025.
Very cool. Last thing I want to touch on is I don't know about you guys, but I feel like everyone and their mother was sick over the holiday season. And if that was you, I just want you to know that it was also me. I actually thought I was going to pass away. We road trip to Florida. I was sick before we went to Florida. Literally on Christmas and Christmas Eve, I was in bed, like sick. I couldn't even spend time with my family. Got a little bit better, went to Florida, did the whole like partying for New Year's thing. Then 2 days before we were about to road trip back from Florida, I got severely, like, I have not been this sick. I don't even know when. It wasn't COVID. COVID wasn't even this bad. I literally felt like my throat, I felt like someone was stabbing me with multiple knives in the throat at the same time. My whole throat was white. It was It was actually
I
disgusting.
need to see a picture.
No. That was the beginning. You should have seen what it looked like after. My whole tonsil was white.
Ew.
It was just whiteness. It was bad. Anyways, I had like a little light pneumonia and strep. We road tripped. Like it was supposed to be a fun road trip, but at this point we already had the car rented. We couldn't fly out. So we were just like fucking racing to get back home in that winter storm Blair that was going on in the US, which honestly it wasn't even okay, I don't want to say it wasn't that bad. Maybe it was bad in certain areas, but like we were driving right through it and it was okay. As soon as we crossed the border, we ran to the hospital. Like I literally went to the hospital straight from this road trip, waited in the hospital for 6 hours. The guy was like, you might have this, you might have that. Got antibiotics and I feel better now. But if anyone gets this sick, like just know that your life is still waiting for you when you're done. I felt really anxious because like it was the new year. I want to come back and get right back into things, take my Christmas tree down, put everything away. Like my Christmas tree's still up and it's like January, 14th. It's fine. I had to like ease my way back into it. Just make sure you get a lot of sleep and rest and like let others take care of you. Like my mom, I'm really grateful for because she like brought me groceries and then like my nunno and nunna got me food and then like Roman's mom made us dinner one night. Like let others around you help you. I'm very much always like, oh, I need to do it myself. I need to whatever. Just let it happen. Your life will be there to get back on track to when you're done. Just a friendly reminder because I am very grateful for my health. Like now that I'm better, you don't understand. Like I am very grateful. Like shit. Anyways, guys, do you have anything else?
No, I think that was it.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to our little last minute rant episode. We actually had a lot more to talk about than I thought we did. So
that's good.
It's good.
Hopefully next episode will be the episode that we wanted to have. If not, stay tuned anyways.
Yeah.
You never know if we don't know what we're going to come up with. But make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff to support. And we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.